Hey everybody, Crash here, DM for this campaign. If you're watching this, just a heads up, we did not record these sessions or stream them. So episodes 1 through 23 are just summed up by me and the players of Bubbles, Claximus, and Analura as we sort of look back at the beginning of the campaign in those early episodes and try our best to remember what happened and provide some kind of context for what happened in the earlier days of the campaign. So they're short, they're sweet, I hope, and they help sort of establish the history of the campaign that has spanned 2 years and over 100 sessions. So hope you enjoy.
This
Um,
is
yeah. So Firegrass Island, which is the next arc of the campaign, and will probably take us to the end of this recap. Um, a lot happens. A lot happens. Firegrass
it,
Island is where you were introduced to the Pathfinder, Skull Shackles plunder mechanics, and
when we actually started acting like pirates.
yep, and your infamy mechanics. This is where you had to start throwing around your coin and your reputation and building up your infamy. And it's an actual score that was tracked, and you had to have a certain amount, or you could never apply to become a free captain. Which was another cool mechanic I thought of this campaign. And so session 17 was a lot of just explaining, okay, now you are pirates. This is how it goes. Um, and the town itself of Firegrass, I thought was a pretty fantastic pirate town overall, because it was founded by three free captains who were all bros, and they were all chaotic neutral, and they all only cared about freedom, and they didn't really get along very well. So they would take turns running the town, and then depending on who was running the town would operate completely different. And I had to roll every time you came to the town to see who was currently in charge and how long they were going to be in charge of the town. And for you guys, it was the awakened parrot captain, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think it was a different one, but then he took over.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Was it? Okay, and that one left, and then the pirates. I can't fully recall, but
Yeah.
I
But
know
he was
that.
he was the captain the most of the time we were there.
Yeah, yeah,
Is this
yeah.
when Lyft came into the picture?
Soon,
Yeah.
soon. Yeah. So, according to Onlar's journal, Session 17, Tossing Plunder. Rowboats to docks, plump, prim Valorian man with chubby cheeks and heavy whiskers watches us with interest in a notebook and quill, is attended by a young girl, an Earth Genasi, 8 years old, studies everything he does, apprentice, question mark. These are some extremely detailed notes. I'm going to skip to, let's see, you go to Walleye's Rum Room. Let's see. The bar is run by a female minotaur. There's an entire squad of lesser bartenders and barmaids under her control, yelling out orders. A sign on the wall says, "No laws, no lords. Everyone is his own master. We are the last bastion of freedom." And it is signed by three very shaky X's, and the spelling was atrocious. That's right. That's right. The three people that were in charge of the island were Sweet William Poor, Bent Beak, Charney, and Dancing Darla Medeal.
I think Darla was in charge when we first got into town.
Right, right. Dancing Darla Medeal was also a bastard child of the Hurricane King, and there was supposed to be an adventure involving her and Squall, but Squall had left right before he got to this part where backstory thing would have triggered, which was a whole thing. Let's see. This is where some people experimented with Queen's Gambit and decided that Queen's Gambit minigame not really for them, which I appreciate. And then you guys heard about the arena. it's
Oh.
it's also where you guys decided to spend to plunder. and then gave everyone money. This is also where Claximus challenged Gree, a Carcarian, to a fight, and Claximus defeated Gree, which I think a lot of people were pretty shocked by,
Yeah,
because Gree
'cause
was a big boy.
we made a lot of money betting on Clax for that one.
Yeah, Gree was a big boy. Let's see.
Then we recruited him afterwards too.
Yeah, eventually you did recruit him. Let's see. Where is this? Oh, Firegrass Tavern. I do have the Firegrass Tavern.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's Goat's Head. Okay, I see it now. I've been so spoiled by like the quality of life features over on Foundry. Yeah, so you guys were in this tavern, a lovely tavern map, I might add. And where was Gree? I don't know. He was around here somewhere. Um, yeah, but then you guys found out. Then you guys found out about the arena. Um, and let's see. You also found out about old Phineas, an old lecherous man that cleans bumholes. Well, that's good to know. Wow, this campaign wild. Um, let's see. You found out that the Minotaur was married to a Valorian named Walleye, but he died. No. Sorry, he was a Faveld. He was the scrawniest man ever and was liberated from slavers. Caden Kalian, a Valorian god known as the Drunken Hero, was brought up and then never mentioned again in the entire campaign. And then Lily White, you hear of them. Basically, Pirate Paladin Town. You're in Goat's Head. And then, oh no. This is also where you met Rafir, a trustworthy old man who leans on a rickety old cane, licks his lips, and says, "Will do nicely." He has secrets for you. Descendants of Princess Watermane of the Princess of Myria, fruit. They are awfully powerful. A worm that ate a lot of fruit became a butterfly. Friend of Diodario. Shacked up with a Shadowfae hottie, Princess of Darkness. Anyways, this is where the guy tells you about Dusty Desert Island. And then we had this whole thing where you tried to bamboozle this old man who was a professed warlock. And then it turned into like this crazy fight, and he summoned a Slod, and you had this huge fight against him. And it was bananas. In the end, you kind of fought each other to a stalemate, and then renegotiated the price down by 500 gold because he liked your moxie.
Yeah, I remember trying to fuck him over, and he attacked us because of it.
Yeah.
This is also where Diodario dropped the whole City of Gold like crap.
Yes, that's where he first started telling you about the City of Gold, but kept saying you're not ready for it yet. You're not ready for it yet.
And I made a deal with him that if I could get through 5 fights in a row without being knocked out, Diodario would tell us where the fucking City of Gold is.
Amazing.
And apparently, according to these notes, I was already 3 out of 5.
Mm-hmm. But it kept resetting every time.
Yeah, but I think I made it eventually.
Yeah. So then the Dusty Desert Island talks about the coveted devil fruit that your Hobgoblin boy had mentioned. So you had to go to Dusty Desert Island, but you could only find your way through the magical sandstorm there if you had the special shadow bomb to put over your eyes to allow you to see see your way through the sandstorm to get there. It was a whole thing. Fortunately, you did take that side quest because I felt like that led to some pretty banana stuff. And then we rolled into session 18, the orphan fight, where you met Fafnir, who was a new addition to the campaign. So Fafnir joins the crew at that point. Let's see. He is a dragonborn from the far north. That has sort of made his way to the south, and he is obsessed with dragons, and he is journeying to find dragons and be dragon. Let's see. You get the recipe for the shadow bomb thing, then you have to find the ingredients for the shadow bomb thing. which leads you to the Saucy Dryad Upscale Grocer. You also had an intervention with Croup to try to get him to stop being an alcoholic.
Yeah, that worked.
Yeah, well, you tried. Then we rolled into session 19, the Battle Royale arena. Wow, I hope I still have this arena, but I don't know if I do. I
All
think
right.
I think I cleaned it up to use it for a different fight, actually. So I don't think it's still set up to be the deadly fiasco that initially was. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, okay. So with the battle royale, at this point, Bet Beat Cardi had fucking taken over the town, right? Um, they made it a big spectacle. We're gonna have this big ass battle royale. Of course, everybody in the crew is totally fucking down, right? Um, we actually meet Bet Beat Carney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like Crash said, he's an awakened fucking parrot. So he's a talking parrot, riding on a hottie, pretty much.
His
Who
wife.
is his
Yeah. His
yeah,
his Valorian wife.
yeah. Who is also his first mate, as you do, right?
Nepotism real in Pirate Land, for sure.
Yeah. So, they decide, we're gonna fucking do this. Like, we're gonna have a battle royale. Oh, what were we gonna say?
Oh, nothing.
I ended up burping.
No. All right, you're good. Yeah. So they send us out. It's a battle royale. The majority of our crew are there, right? There's apparently 2 surprises throughout the battle royale, right? If you won, you got 3 plunder and a magic weapon that could change form, which I don't know what we did with that.
I think you buried it with. Well, we won't say anything. But yeah.
That we gave it to Fafnir.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
So, right. I remember we placed bets. According to this, we apparently placed bets on Clax and Owlbear, 50 gold pop, right? And we began to start, right? There were a bunch of different people. There were 2 sorcerers. Apparently, they're Thunderin or whatever. There was a fat merchant who polymorphed themselves into something like it says here, a Greedus scaled skin, maximum sized mana war.
Oh no, that was Manowar. The Sea Giant Gladiator Champion.
Oh fuck yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So there was an actual 30-foot tall sea giant in the battle.
Yes. Yeah. I remember you being like, "This is gonna be nuts. I don't know how you guys are gonna survive this." There was like 2 wizards, which were I guess the sorcerers, right? There was the fucking the giant who I remember thinking to myself, "How are we gonna convince this guy to join the crew?" Right? There were more people though. There was like 30 fucking people.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. So that leads into fucking session 20. And we get there, right?
Wait. You're forgetting the other twist that was in the Battle Royale. They were actual cannons.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get into that the next one. Like that. Yeah.
Oh no, session 20 actually just moves on. I can't believe Analura doesn't mention the cannons in their notes.
I was looking through, waiting for like.
So in addition to fighting player characters from other campaigns that were guest starring in this battle royale and a fucking 30-foot tall giant, there were actual cannons in the arena, and then the spectators were throwing cannonballs at you guys. Trying to hit you with cannonballs, and then you would catch or retrieve the cannonballs and fire them out of the cannon, and that's when you first learned about Spring Mumbling Danish's gerophilia or whatever.
Old man fetish.
Is that what it's actually called?
I believe so. Yeah, where you're sexually into old people. Yeah. And then she found a handsome old Valorian and
He was obliterated.
he was vaporized.
He's turned into paste.
Yeah, that was such a banana session.
I remember
Like,
the sea
it
giant.
was so crazy.
That fight was just so fucking
It was
bananas.
so dumb. I remember
Like-
the sea giant gets up and everyone just turns the cannons on him. And he
Yes,
like,
yes.
blasts it in the chest, and he's like, oh. And then,
Oh man, it was crazy. It was a crazy session. Oh my god.
so that's where it kind of went off the rails. Like everything was like, oh yeah, we're sticking to the books. We're sticking to the books. A fucking cannon battle royale, you know.
Look,
And, like,
a
the thing is,
chaotic
any
neutral
one of
awakened
us-
parrot was in charge. Yeah, any of you
Any-
could have been
any
shot
one
by
of
a
us.
cannon, and yeah,
It would have been over. It would have just been over. for
And it
us.
was like, I mean, they were dealing like 70 points of fucking damage.
they
Just-
still
Yeah.
do. They
I
still
know
do.
they still do.
But back then, 70 damage was a one-hit kill.
rage or no rage. That would have still killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad. It was really fucking bad. Somehow we made it fucking through it though. That's probably the most remarkable part about it.
Well, not
Oh,
everybody participated. I think it was like what? Me, you, and
Fafnir.
Daphne was
Daphne?
there,
Yeah.
and then
Analura.
Analura did.
was
Yeah.
was doing the flag thing.
Yeah. Suzu race car flag girl. Yep.
And
Yeah.
I remember, like, it says here that apparently Albert jumped in
Yeah.
because like the fucking crowd, like after like the first person's vaporized, you know what I mean? Like everybody lost their shit. All rules went out the window. Bet B Cardi had a great fucking time. Right.
Oh, we
And
should also mention that the previous episode, Orphan Fight, was called Orphan Fight because you recruited Carolina Silverteeth Lex, who had already killed 3 orphans in the orphan pit fighting arena. And you decided that she was definitely worthy of joining your crew.
Yeah, she's still with us.
I don't know if Carolina was in the Battle Royale or not, but
I don't think so.
if she was, she survived. But, oh my god, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was really bad. And I think I actually might have been remembering everything backwards. I think maybe Bentbeak was in charge. Because I
Yeah.
thought the lady came
Yeah,
back.
the lady came back and he was worried that she was going to find out about what happened. Oh, that's right, because after the arena, session 20, when the bloodbath clears. So Fortune, the Rahadumi, this is when we started just cycling through like extra players. Like we could not get a person to like stick around for the final slot. Like we kept running through people because this is where we had one guy show up for one session, and that was Fortune, the Rahadumi monk. Has a belt of jingling bells, about 6 feet tall. Blah blah blah. Anyways, you won the arena. Rosie was walking around asking about Flame Genasi. Flame Genasi are going missing, is what you guys find out. Then you guys get approached, I believe, by Carney at this point. And he says that it was a shit show yesterday at the arena. And in order to make up to it to the other 2 free captains, he wants to get all the problems in the town knocked out before one of the other free captains comes back. That way he can be like, well, you heard about what happened at the arena with the cannons, but look at how good the island's doing. And so that's when he offers to hire you guys to start taking care of problems around the island. Is that sounds about right? I'm pretty
I
sure.
believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you skipped over Albert drowning the fucking giant.
Yeah. Oh, right. Owlbear drowned the giant as everyone jumped into the arena for the brawl, and then it went completely nuts. Alright, so then there was the thing where the Fire Genasi are going missing, which, by the way, led to an entire side quest adventure that you guys didn't go on.
I thought we did. Didn't we have
No.
one of our fire genasi stolen?
Yeah, but you guys managed to get that one back, but you didn't, like, investigate all the way to find out why they were taking the Fire Genasi. You just got your Fire Genasi back and were like, nah. We're good.
Yeah.
Not
So-
really our problem.
Yeah, so there was like a whole plot about what they were doing with the Fire Genasi and all this craziness. Anyways, we'll never find out what happened with that.